afternoon to once again give you an update on the newly implemented electronic travel authorization, ETA system that has replaced e-visa. Following the presidential directive, His Excellency directed us to ensure that starting January, we have a new system called ETA, which replaces e-visa system. This is a new system which we have been implementing for the last 7 days, and we are happy to inform the country that the system is stable. Travelers are now having a lot of convenience coming to Kenya, and we have received 32,000 travelers using ETA, and they are very happy with the experience. Of the 32,000, we have been able to approve 25,000 ETAs for people to come to Kenya, travelers coming on tourism, coming on business, coming for investment, coming for different reasons. And we are happy to inform the country that the system is robust, it's working very well, it's very efficient, and all the stakeholders in the airport are very happy with the new system, which is actually the way the world is going. If you look at ETA, that is where the world is going. The entire of Europe has also announced that they are going ETA. America has also introduced ETA. Many parts of the world are now going ETA. And in Africa, Kenya has taken the leadership to be the first country which is visa-free and replaced visa with ETA, which is a very innovative idea to be able to screen travelers as they come to Kenya. ETA is a simple process. It takes about 5 minutes for one to fill the form and be able to get permission to travel to Kenya. So we are happy to share with you the news that we have a very efficient system where we don't waste time applying to come to Kenya. And we want to call upon all travelers interested, all tourists interested in coming to Kenya to go into the ETA website and be able to fill the form very efficiently for the family, for a group travel, and you should be able to be processed very, very fast. I'm also happy to inform the country that with the ETA system, we have been able to collect $1 million in the last 7 days, which is really very impressive because this is money coming from the outside. This is foreign exchange for the people of Kenya, and we are happy to say that the number of tourists coming now has doubled. There are more people, there are more inquiries, there are more people interested in coming because we have made travel to Kenya very efficient. And I want to thank the team from Immigration for doing a very good job to ensure that they process travelers as they come as fast as possible. The department, or rather the section managing ETA at Nya House, has done a fantastic job to ensure that they're able to process many people. Right now, we don't have any backlog. Applicants come in on priority basis, they apply, and within a very short time, within 12, 24 hours, they get their ETA. And for those who require further security check, they take a maximum of 72 hours to be processed. Why? Because we believe that security is very paramount for our country. We're also happy to say that of the 51 countries who have been coming to Kenya on visa-free, the system has given them priority, so that as soon as they apply for ETA, they're able to get it as soon as possible. So there's no backlog and there's no reason to worry. We invite all guests to come to Kenya and enjoy Kenya's sceneries, Kenya's beaches, Kenya's national parks, game reserves. They can see the Big Five. They can be able to enjoy many, many tourist sites here in Kenya. So ours this afternoon is really to let you know that we are doing so well. The system is really very good. People are really enjoying it. And we believe that we are going to double the number of tourists, the number of travelers coming to Kenya with a new policy announced by His Excellency the President. Thank you. Maybe DG Migration can say something also before you ask some questions.
Proceed. Go ahead. Good afternoon, everyone. As the PS has said, we are here just to give you an update of how we are doing. We are here 1 week ago, last Friday, and the system had just started. And so far, we have improved the system. We have been listening to feedback from our clients, and we have gone ahead to reduce the number of questions in the forms that were causing a bit of stress to the people. So we have now edited our system. We are updating it every other time to ensure that application is stress-free and as fast as possible. And also we have prioritized travelers in that as they are coming, when they apply on the other side, the system is intelligent enough to be able to prioritize travelers that are coming in. The team at the headquarters is working 24/7 to ensure that clearance is done, especially on priority basis. So we are here to update that the system is working and working well. The travelers are also giving us positive responses, and the system is already on. We are here also to welcome the few that are arriving in a bit, just to also prove to you that the system is working. Ours is just to request that give us your feedback as well, and also pass the correct information to our travelers and to the Kenyans as well. We are here to answer your questions, and we are on reach for any questions. Please help us to give the correct information, because it's a new system and there are many questions Kenyans are asking, and also our travelers out there are asking. And as the PS put it, the world is going towards ETA. One advantage of ETA to us as Kenya citizens is that we are able to get data of everybody who travels into this country. Before, our system may not have been able to get everyone, but for now, we are getting everybody, which is very good for our security and is very good for our policy planning in this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll provide you with just an opportunity to ask a few questions. Mindful of the travelers who are just about to arrive. Please, when we give you a chance, say your name and the media house that you belong to.
Herald Ando from People Daily. Maybe if you can just clarify on the number of those who have been rejected, what's the reason behind it? And then the DG mentioned about you editing the requirement. What precisely have you edited so far? Maybe you can answer.
Well, thank you very much for that very important question. We have rejected a few of them because of security reasons. And as you may be aware, we have a watch list, a security watch list, where we look at those people who are prohibited immigrants to Kenya. And with the new system now, we are able to, just like e-visa, we are able to tell people who are not allowed to come to Kenya for one reason or another. It could be because of reasons related to security, it could be related to terrorism, it could be related to money laundering, drug trafficking, and many other reasons. Then there are people the Department of Immigration has watch listed, or rather are set aside. So right now we have about 100 people who have been denied entry because of one reason or another, and largely because of national security. And you know, we are operating in a global environment where we have community of nations coming together. We have watch lists from Interpol, United Nations, and many other security agencies around the world who share with us information. So for those people we deny them entry is because we are convinced that their travel is not authorized even by many other countries.
Any other question on this?
Yes, I mentioned that we are still working on the system. We are developing the system and we are reviewing it every day basing on the feedback that we are getting. And one of the biggest issues was the upload of a bank statement that we thought maybe it wasn't necessary then. So we have been able to remove that and many others. Next conversation we shall be having will be on the API PNR. And API PNR includes a very wide area whereby we shall also have questions to do with customs, questions to do with port health, and many other questions. So we thought maybe we start with ETA. So all those other questions have been muted for now, and as the system develops, we'll be able to include what only is necessary. Thank you.
My name is Maximila, right for the country. And just on the same question, among the 51 countries mentioned that utilize the ETA system, the PS said 32 applied, 22 have been approved, which means 10 were rejected. Which is the highest country that has utilized utilize the system, if you have that data.
Okay, let me clarify something that of the 32,000 we received, 25,000 have been approved, all right, not 22,000. And the rest are still under the approval process. They are still going through the security checks. And of these 32,000, about 110 have been rejected for security reasons. So I want to clarify that about 110 or thereabouts have been rejected. So it is not 7,000. The 7,000 are under process. And remember, we have prioritized them. The ones we are approving now maybe will be arriving in another 5-10 days from now. So we have time. There are people who are applying in advance and saying, if I'm traveling next month, I want to apply now so that I have all the documents before they travel to Kenya. Because travel is usually planned for many people around the world. They don't just wake up and go. They just have to plan. So I want to say that right now the lead time for travel is about 10 days. Most of the approvals we are doing now are people maybe who are going to be coming here in about 10 days or so. So I think we are good. We are good. And for the 7,000, we continue reviewing them and taking them to security agencies for vetting and to ensure that.
Last question, perhaps.
My name is Martin Wanda from ETA. We have seen complaints from via a visa before, but now they are required to use the ETA system, saying that the process has been more difficult for them compared to how it was earlier. What do you have to say about that?
I want to say that on the first day and second day of the introduction of this system, there were a few teething problems. The form was a little bit longer, but as the DG has said, we have been able to reduce the form and make it as simple as possible. Initially, it used to take 10 minutes to fill the form when we started. But because of reviews and improvement of the system, now it takes 5 minutes to fill that form. It's a very efficient system. And I want to say that there are some few people who have raised issues on social media. We have been able to listen to them. We have been able to respond to their issues. And that traveling to Kenya now, even for those guys who are coming in visa-free, is very, very easy, is very, very efficient. And nobody in the visa-free countries so far has been denied. There's nobody who has come out to write to us to say they have been denied to come to Kenya because of the new system. In any case, many of them are very happy and say, well, you now have a better system, you have now a more secure system, because many of these other countries were interested to know what security features, what the security measures do you have in place as we allow people to come into Kenya. So I want to say that for the 51 countries who are visa-free, 7 of them are East African countries who are still coming in on ETA grantees, or they are coming in for free under ETA. The rest of the countries, none of them has given a formal complaint to tell us that there's a problem. But we continuously work to ensure that we make traveling to Kenya more easier, more convenient, travelers coming to Kenya. And that is why we are here, to tell the world, to tell the nation, to tell the people of Kenya that we have a more efficient system, we have a system which can be able to process travelers, and it really signifies greatly that Kenya is home to humankind, or rather mankind. And His Excellency the President has said it very clearly, that Kenya is home of humanity. And we are here to open the country it for all travelers, for whatever category they are coming to, and for whatever reason they are coming to Kenya. Thank you very much.
Last one, maybe. Somebody has not asked, perhaps.
You would ask, yeah, let him ask. Maida.
So concerning issues of passports, what's the situation so far? An example, until now, I've not gotten any results, and some of them who applied 64 pages passport, and they have been given 32 pages. Are you going to compensate?
I want to say that all persons who applied for passports before August have been issued. We had an RRI program between August and September, where we issued more than 100,000 passports across the country. The backlog then was about, we had about 130,000 passports which were lying in immigration, which were in about a week or so. And we are trying our best to ensure that everybody who has applied for a passport is able to get it as soon as possible. In our charter, it's 14 days. So I want to call upon fellow Kenyans to check. Right now, we have a backlog of about 70,000 backlogs lying in immigration, uncollected. To call upon those who are applying, you do your biometrics, and if you applied before 1 month ago, 2 months, for you to collect. Thank you.
That's on ETA, right?
The EAC member, once the 6 months ends, they're required to apply for it. In the same note, there's that 72 hours wait time. Then there are visitors who travel on transit via Kenya, and maybe they need to come back within even.
East African countries, because of the protocols and arrangement, the agreements between East African community,